So head over to Copper before they close for all of their fun summer activities. I'm Ashley, and I am here with Erin from Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Copper's been a fun place this summer.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I love downhill biking there.
It's super fun. Well, then Natalie and I, my manager at Red Buffalo and myself, we just did their Dirty Girl Mud Run.
How was that?
They had. It was a blast.
Awesome.
It's always such a blast when it's like a fun mud race, not like the tough mudder.
There's the picture right there.
Right there, absolutely.
That does look like a lot of fun.
It is, yeah. We'd rather do those than tough mudder.
I agree.
Yeah.
Something maybe a little less harsh and a little more fun.
Exactly.
So if you are doing any activities like that, you might need to be caffeinated. Head over to Red Buffalo.
You should, absolutely. We love to see athletes on their way out, or wannabe athletes too, because I pretend to be some of that sometimes. But we're open 7 days a week, all through mud season. We'll not be closing a day through mud season. So 6:30 to 5:30 the entire season. We will have the back patio closed October 3rd because we're going to be resealing it. But other than that, we're open and just ready to serve you your favorite coffee or tea beverage too. And we do sell all of them in bulk. We had this one lady in this morning who we were just kind of walking through the nuances and fun science really behind coffee and specialty coffee and what it all means.
It really is a lot of fun to learn all about the drinks. What did you bring me today?
So I brought you a shift on our signature Nutty Professor, and we made a Pumpkin Professor this morning.
This is delicious.
So it's
like a taste of fall.
And I do try to keep the syrups on the lower end, especially when you're dealing with pumpkin and white chocolate, because those can be a little overwhelming sometimes. But our Nutty Professor is our signature drink. It's a white chocolate macadamia nut latte with cinnamon and nutmeg. So instead of using macadamia nut today, I use pumpkin spice because
I can taste it. It's subtle. It's just a perfect drink for cozying up in this fall weather.
It's a good latte drink for sure. And then I have an Americano today, which I really like our Americanos because we really keep a good crema on it. And the espresso that we use, it's not a really dark astringent espresso that is kind of become known as a go-to in a lot of places. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit more berry taste to it. So it just kind of has a little bit more rounded feel. You get to walk through all the tastes of your coffee.
Fantastic. I actually had an Americano. Oh, there's some pictures too of like your designs. It's perfect. I had an Americano while I was doing some homework on Saturday morning at Red Buffalo actually, and it was perfect.
It gets you moving. When a latte or an Americano or any of your coffee drinks are done well, you don't need to add extra sugar. Sometimes they're fun to add it for a different taste profile, but if done right, milk at 140 degrees, the lactose breaks down. It actually becomes sweet just naturally.
Right.
And when done well and you have the milk steamed at a good consistency, it's this good creamy texture to it, and you don't need to add sugars to it.
Yeah, I agree. You make fantastic drinks over there at Red Buffalo, and I do see a lot of people in their workout gear. It looked like the other morning getting ready to go out there, and they were buying some of your sandwiches.
It helps that
Peak Provisions.
It was such a beautiful weekend.
Right.
The weather was perfect, but the grab-and-go sandwiches are great. Peak Provisions, a catering company right in our same plaza in the Silverthorne Town Center. They provide our grab-and-go sandwiches, and they're like, some of them are in a spinach wrap or a tomato wrap, and if you're gonna go do a big hike or go see the leaves, it's perfect for that.
Absolutely. I also saw some really cool looking mugs
We
that
have
you're selling.
the skeleton mugs are really fun. Those are by a Boulder artist. He bases them off of the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos sort of designs. And then
Yeah.
we have our own cups. And you get one of the Red Buffalo travel mugs. Drip coffee when you come in is just $1. Like that includes tax. When you get a Red Buffalo cup, the drip coffee is just $1. So it kind of pays itself off, I think, in 10 visits.
It's absolutely worth it. And you have some good mugs over there.
Thank you.
It makes a lot of sense if you are like me and you drink a lot of coffee.
And you need like 3 or 4 because one rolls under the seat of your car. So you need to have the backup for when that one gets lost and you go, oh, wait, look, I found it 2 months later.
Or when your boyfriend takes your mug to work.
That too.
Can't find it.
Right. Or when the one gets just a little too dirty.
Right, exactly.
The one that got abandoned for a week in your car.
Yep. I also like your library program. You have the little library set up there and you can
do.
purchase books.
The Friends of the Library, they bring us lots of books that the library either has extra copies of or they don't need them for whatever reason. And they're in good shape too. They're not like falling off pages and really good titles. There's everything from fiction and nonfiction, some romance stuff to some really fun. We have a lot of Barbara Kingsolver right now too, and I really love her as an author. And all the purchases of the books, all the money goes straight to the Friends of the Library District.
It's a really good cause. It's perfect.
It is, and they're in good shape. And I mean, for me, it's like, oh, I could read a $2 book on my Kindle, or I could buy a $2 real book. And there's something about paper,
There's
I don't know
something
what
about
it is.
paper in this digital age. It takes us back
It does.
to a time before.
It's like curling up with a latte. It's hard to kind of curl up with your Kindle.
Right, exactly.
You can, but a book is just so much cozier.
Where can people find out more information about Red Buffalo?
RedBuffaloCafe.com is our website. That has a lot of information, including links to our Facebook page, which we feed really regularly. So RedBuffaloCafe.com or on Facebook, which is, again, /Red Buffalo Cafe is the best way to figure out information. Facebook, we just keep up to date more with information about events that we have coming up or events that we're sponsoring or just fun tidbits about coffee.
Sounds like Facebook is the place to go for the most up-to-date information about Red Buffalo, and head in, visit Erin, cozy up with a latte now that it's fall. So
It is.
thank you so much.
Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for more Summit Sunrise. We will be right back after a short break.